Hello guys, welcome to YouTube channel Phone Mania. So in today's video, we are gonna compare the Galaxy S10 Plus. Yes guys, the 2019 model Galaxy S10 Plus right against the latest offer from OnePlus. That's the OnePlus 9 Pro. So this is the prism black color of the Galaxy S10 Plus and this is the morning mist color of the OnePlus 9 Pro. So guys, and this is the 8GB 128GB variant and this is the 12GB RAM 256GB the high-end variant. So guys, let's get started. So guys, here we are having the Galaxy S10 Plus versus the OnePlus 9 Pro. So guys, first of all, let's talk about the displays. Actually, the both are stunningly Quad HD Plus displays, but actually I need to tell something in detail. So guys, both the OnePlus 9 Pro versus the Galaxy S10 Plus. On the Galaxy S10 Plus, we are getting a dual punch hole cutout, and on the OnePlus 9 Pro, we are just getting a left-centered single punch hole cutout. And let's talk about some display specifications, guys. So let's talk about the Galaxy S10 Plus at the glance. So this is a 1440 to 304, so that means a Quad HD Plus. You could see stunning colors. So currently this is set to the maximum resolution. That's the Quad HD Plus. You could see it's stunning. So and the PP is 122 PP over here. So and let's look the OnePlus 9 Pro. Let's see. And while talking about the OnePlus 9 Pro, this is also having a Quad HD panel. That means 1440 into 3216 pixels and 525 ppi. So there is not much difference in ppi and the resolution. It's almost same. But there is a lot difference in other terms too. I will tell in later. But let's look at the displays. Actually, both are stunningly vivid, and if you observe really close, I couldn't even tell any minor difference on both. I need to let me zoom a bit on both. And let's observe the leaves. That means, oh, I think still they are stunningly vivid, guys. I couldn't really notice any difference on both. Let me come to this area also, guys. Nothing. I couldn't specify which one is better. Both are excellent. You guys can see. Anyways, you guys are the judge. You can decide. And in my opinion, I feel sometimes for a bit of a while, I think the OnePlus 9 Pro does the job a slightly better, but I think this would be a tie. See, the greens are more deeper and crisp. Yes guys, it's almost a tie. And some areas, if you observe really close, the yellows are more deeper on the left, and now when compared to the green leaves, it is slightly better over here. So in the display department, I would give a tie in terms of the display quality and the vividness and punchiness. Now let's move to the other aspects. So guys, on the rear we are getting 4 cameras on the OnePlus 9 Pro, but actually that's really a 3 camera, but I would say it's a fourth one over there, but it's almost useless. And here we are getting 3 cameras. So I'll just tell the specifications of this camera. So the main camera of the Galaxy S10 Plus comes at 12 MP, and that's capable of a dual aperture camera. That means it can take better low light because the aperture can switch between f1.5 to f2.4 based on the availability of the light. So if the light is too low, then it would switch to f1.5 to take stunning low light shots and all. Then if it is a bright daylight, it would switch to f2.4 to take that means the vivid shots with not missing any quality. So that's a nice camera, and the technology uses dual pixel autofocus. That means make use of the 100% pixels for both autofocusing and capturing. And the next camera, that means a 12 MP telephoto, which is capable of just what we call it's a 2x optical zoom camera. And let me take an example. So this is 2x optical zoom camera. And finally, this is the ultra wide camera. That means ultra wide is capable of f2.2 aperture, and it is a 16 MP camera. So that's regarding the cameras of the Galaxy S10 Plus. And while looking at the front camera, we have 2 cameras. That means the main camera is of 10 MP, and the secondary is an depth focus. That means to detect the portrait mode slightly better. That means an 8 MP depth camera is also available there. And let's move to the OnePlus 9 Pro. So in OnePlus 9 Pro, here we are getting the main, that means the Hasselblad. Actually, Hasselblad is a company which is now collaborating with OnePlus to make color calibration better on the OnePlus phones. Actually, the OnePlus phones are premium, but not enough premium to stack against the Galaxy series and all. So that's why they collaborate with the Hasselblad to make better color calibration. That means if you take any previous OnePlus phones, the everything is better except the camera. Actually, the color is not as vibrant as on the Samsung and all. So that's why they have now collaborated with the Hasselblad, and now the color is so much vibrant when we compare to the previous generations and all. And let me tell the specifications of the OnePlus 9 Pro really quick. So the main camera is a stack at 48 MP and it is of f1.8, and it is also omnidirectional PDF instead of the dual pixel PDF which is used in the Galaxy S10 Plus. And the next camera would be an 8 MP telephoto camera, and it's capable of 3.3x optical zoom. And then finally here we have just getting a 16 MP ultra wide, and here we are getting a 50 MP ultra wide camera. So that's really nice. You couldn't miss any details. Actually, if you take an ultra wide shot on the Galaxy S10 Plus, the thing goes, it loses the quality. We get a nice field of view, but it loses the quality because of just 16 MP. But over here we are getting a 48 MP, so you are getting much detail, much more vibrancy in the photo. So I really like that one. And next we are just getting a monochrome camera. That's almost, we can just, it's almost useless. That means it's just like applying a filters to the phone. So that's it regarding the cameras. And on the front we are getting a 16 MP cameras, and if you compare to the Galaxy S10 Plus, it's nice because 16 MP is using for OnePlus for I think about past 5 years, and it is still getting improved because of softwares and all, but it's using the same sensor for about 5 years. But still, if you compare to the Galaxy S10 Plus, I think the OnePlus does a job slightly better. And now let's move to the main thing, that's the processor. So here it's a clear win for the what we call OnePlus. Let me rewind a bit. In terms of camera, if you are a normal user, you would see both would be fine, no issues. And actually in terms of, actually Samsung is better always in terms of camera, especially due to the AI detection, and it would enhance the colors if it is detected as a flower or something like that. So it's just the job almost better. But now the OnePlus is step up the game with the Hasselblad, and now it's I would say a premium grade camera. But actually in terms of, if you ask which one is better, I would go for the OnePlus 9 Pro a bit, because of its ultra wide camera and because of its what we call it's a little bit vibrancy in terms of some areas. And still, if you ask me, Galaxy S10 Plus, it is one of the best, I would say, in terms of 2019 category. It is still the best because we have getting ultra wide, normal and telephoto. And I really like the photos. Actually, the Galaxy's photos are almost vibrant all the times. But actually, it's a light win for the OnePlus 9 Pro because of the Hasselblad collaboration and a little bit color vibrancy, and especially that ultra wide camera. That's nice, guys. And also you are getting 8K recording and 4K recording, 8K recording over here. So that's the main key advantage. So in terms of display and camera, it is personally depend upon you guys. Actually if for the display, if you are looking for 120 Hz, yes, then the OnePlus 9 Pro is there, else both are fine, tie. And in terms of camera, if you're looking for a great ultra wide, actually ultra wide is only useful for some minor peoples, and if they take some photos, and if they are for that, I would just show an example of ultra wide. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, which a shot I have taken over here, and it is, yes. So you could see this is an ultra wide pic, and you could see too much detail without losing any quality over here. You could see, actually I have done a detailed camera review in Malayalam, so you could either watch if you are a, if you know Malayalam and all. So you could see I'm basically a Malu. So that's it, guys. That's why the reason I choose OnePlus 9 Pro for the camera. So if you are not a fan of ultra wide, then directly both would be fine in terms of camera and display. And now the next main thing that's a clear win for the OnePlus is obviously the processor. So there's a lot in processor. I won't tell much about this because that's a clear win. It's a clear win by a large margin because this is the latest 888 Snapdragon 888 processor. So that's stunning. We always know that it's a 5G processor, and it's the GPUs and Adreno 660. Actually, I have played Call of Duty, and I have never experienced any lag. And it's also have a feature called Hyper Touch, which improves the touch response. And also it's really nice to play Call of Duty. And I have done a review in Malayalam, and in which I have done a Call of Duty gaming also. And if you compare the Galaxy S10 Plus, it's have the Exynos 9820 chip in India, and in abroad some countries like US, China and Canada, they have the Snapdragon 855 chip and all. So the 855 chip is perfectly fine, I think, and Exynos 9820 is so much improved. But actually, if you compare with this one, that's if you're a gamer, especially if you're a gamer, I would go suggesting going for the just directly a clean win for going for the OnePlus 9 Pro. And if you're not a gamer, if you're just a daily user and just plays normal stuff and all, not like PUBG, Call of Duty, that means Genshin Impact of that sort of games, Asphalt handles almost all phones well. But actually, I'm telling about the graphics intensive games and all, then I would suggest just directly going for the OnePlus 9 Pro because of the latest chip and all. So the Exynos 9820 was great, but actually some minor issues like heating and all. But actually, after so many software updates and all, it's now just become perfect. But still, it's a 2019 chip, so you could expect major difference between the 2019 versus 2021 chip. And now let's talk about some features on both the OnePlus 9 Pro versus the Galaxy S10 Plus. So the OnePlus 9 Pro, apart from that, having an optical fingerprint scanner on the OnePlus 9 Pro versus an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner on the Galaxy S10 Plus. So that's I would say, let's lock the phone, and I would say, sorry, yeah, let's lock it, and let's check the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner in 3, 2, 1, go. So it's so first let's compare it side by side with you could see. So both are really fast, guys. So let's see, just in 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, done. And let's see in 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, guys, both are stunningly fast. But the thing is, over here, in terms of security, the Galaxy S10 Plus is far ahead of the OnePlus 9 Pro, because in OnePlus 9 Pro they are just using an optical, that means a 2D fingerprint scanner versus a 3D ultrasonic fingerprint scanner on the S10 Plus. So that's more secure than the OnePlus 9 Pro. And in terms of face recognition, that's a clear win for the OnePlus 9 Pro. It's what we call it is so fast than the Galaxy S10 Plus by half of a second or something like that. Then now the main theme technology, that's the charging. So OnePlus is always had a theme of fast charging and all, and this 9 Pro, yes guys, 65 watts of charging. Isn't that insane? Yes guys, 65 watts of charging, and it could charge from 1 to 100 in just 29 or 30 minutes. So that's really insane amount of charging. And in terms of wireless charging, it is also capable of 50 watts of wireless charging also. So that's really insane. And it is I couldn't say, that means I couldn't even compare with the Galaxy S10 Plus because it just have 15 watts, and meanwhile this is just a 2019 flagship, so that's nothing to compare. But still, I would say this is a 4500 mAh and this is 4100 mAh, and 15 watts of charging, a normal via charging cable, and 15 watts of wireless charging. And over here we are getting a 65 watts of wired charging and 50 watts of wireless charging. So guys, that's all regarding the reviews. And if you are still a user of the S10 Plus and you wish to upgrade to a latest model, and if your priorities are gaming, that means obviously you can go for the OnePlus 9 Pro. In terms of display, I think if you're looking for high-end refresh rate, that means a smooth scrolling experience, then OnePlus 9 Pro would be fine. Else you could stick on with the Galaxy S10 Plus itself, because it's a Quad HD panel, same as this one, and also supports the HDR content and all, so no issues for that. The maximum PPI and all, everything is in your set. And also it supports both our IP68 dust and water resistant, so nothing to worry about if it is splash or raining or something like that. So yeah, perfectly fine with that. And then in terms of cameras also, if you're not a fan of a high-end, always a fan of ultra-wide camera, then still the Galaxy S10 would be fine for you. Actually, the cameras on the Galaxy series from the Galaxy S7 is stunning, guys. If you compare even the Galaxy S7, it's still a worth phone to buy. So guys, that's all regarding the review. That means it's a short comparison between the Galaxy S10 Plus versus the OnePlus 9 Pro. So I am planning to do a comparison with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus versus OnePlus 9 Pro, and also a speed test between the S10 Plus versus OnePlus 9 Pro, and a speed test with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus versus OnePlus 9 Pro. So guys, stay tuned and subscribe. Thank you. It's Phone Mania here. Thank you guys.